Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, a new game featuring tons of epic characters from the Zelda franchise with incredible powers. But do they have the power to do drag? Hey, it's Matt Baum at The Stranger in Seattle, and welcome to another Playdate video. Age of Calamity is a prequel to the game Breath of the Wild, where you can play as tons of different characters, including a couple with real drag queen energy. Including Urbosa over here. For example, she snaps her fingers to summon lightning down and kill enemies while fighting in the middle of the desert in heels. So this got me thinking, if the heroes of Age of Calamity were in fact drag performers, what kind of songs would they do? So we're going to take some of the characters from Age of Calamity, we're going to assign drag numbers to them, from the Gorons to the Ritos to Zelda to Link.
Squadala, we are off!
But first, I want to let you know that this video is brought to you by Active Fireball. They stream RPGs all the time, 100% 24/7 RPGs, except when they're not. You can catch them every morning from 8 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. Pacific, Monday through Sunday at twitch.tv/ActiveFireball. So let's start with Urbosa. She's my favorite. The leader of the Gerudo in the desert. She fights with lightning, drawing it down from the sky to attack everybody, and she's got this real sassy snap that she uses to kill people. She's fighting in heels, she's in the desert, she rides a camel, or at least pilots a giant camel machine, and she's fantastic. At first I was thinking greased lightning. I don't know if that really fits at a drag show. Dua Lipa has a song called Electricity. Also good? Sandstorm. You know, she's just kind of tooting away on a flute or something. But the winner, the best song for Urbosa to perform if she was to do a drag act, would be, of course, My Humps, because she rides a camel. Next up, we've got Impa. Now, she's an old lady in Breath of the Wild, but in this game, because it's set in the past, she's a youngster. She fights with magic. Specifically, she marks enemies with these little seals, and then when she kills them, she gets clones of herself. So my first thought for Impa, because there's this whole aging thing that goes on with her from one game to the next, is I Know It's Today from Shrek, because that takes place at different points in a person's life. I don't know if that one really works for a drag show. Much better would be Thank You for Being a Friend, the theme song to the Golden Girls. She could sing it to her friend Zelda, or she could sing it to her clones of herself. She's being a good friend to herself. Then we've got Daruk, the big, sexy, burly king of the Gorons. He's all muscles and beards. He lives in a land of lava and stone and volcanoes. He pilots a lizard. So, first off, there's Volcano Girls by Veruca Salt. No, I think much more appropriate is the volcano number from Goddess from Showgirls. He just comes up, he does the full dance as Nomi Malone, and he's got like bombs that he's wearing as a brassiere. Next up, Mipha, Princess of the Zora. She lives in an aquatic realm. She's protective of her younger brother. She's a uniter of her people. She rides an elephant. She sprays water and ice at everybody. For her, I want to see Part of Your World from The Little Mermaid, because she's longing to get out of her realm and go on adventures, and also she has a secret longing for Link. She's got a Link longing in her loins, a Link loin longing. Ugh. And then for extra credit, she could do a quick change and do Poor Unfortunate Souls, because, you know, that's what the gays want to see. Next, we've got my boyfriend, Revali, champion of the Rito tribe. He's a bird, he's haughty, he's got attitude, like teenagers from Angel Grove. He protects his home and his people, and he is convinced that he's better than everybody else. I got a whole ton of songs I want to see him do. First of all, I'm Like a Bird, which I know, it's a little too on the beak. Also, from Sesame Street, there's a song, I Am Chicken. Not for any real reason, I just really like that song. Another option, again a little on the beak, is Freebird, which I recently learned is a real song. My entire life, I went 30-something years thinking that Freebird was a joke that people just yelled at shows. Apparently it's real. Straight culture. But my winner for Revali, the song I most want to see him do, because he's so cocky, is I Don't Want to Show Off No More, a Sutton Foster song from The Drowsy Chaperone. Next, Zelda herself. In these games, she's always nervous. She sounds desperate, like she's on the verge of a breakdown. For this, I want to give her something a little more chipper and upbeat, so the first song that I thought of was Pineapple Princess. It's a real toe tapper. Then there's Girls Just Want to Have Fun. Cyndi Lauper's carefree, but Zelda wants to get away from her dad. Daddy dear, she says, we're not the fortunate ones because this pig dragon is gonna kill us. Holding out for a hero, of course, maybe a little too literal, but the song I want to give her is Hyper Ballad, because I feel like Zelda went to art school. Hyper Ballad is a song about anxiety. It also has a line in there about doing stuff while somebody's sleeping, so it's a perfect fit for Link, who's just snoozing away for 100 years. And speaking of Lonk, he's our final drag performer of the night. He represents the Triforce of courage, and because he's so brave, he never has to speak. He is courage itself. So, 2 options for him. We can start with express yourself. It's a little ironic joke, get it? Option 2, silent all these years, because Link is silent. In fact, he's so silent, they don't even play the song. He just stands there. If you are a drag performer yourself, please let me know if you ever decide to do any of these disastrous ideas in your own show. Let me know what songs you would assign the heroes of Age of Calamity in the comments here on YouTube or at Matt Baum on Twitter. And now, if you'll excuse me, princess.
You've killed me!
Good.